Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. We're taking a closer look at a piece of American history that could be hiding in your collection or even in your spare change, the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1994. You might think it's just another penny, but trust me, there's so much more to this little coin than meets the eye. Stay tuned to discover just how much this coin could be worth and why collectors are eager to get their hands on it. The Liberty 1-cent coin from 1994 is more than just a small denomination coin. It's a testament to American history, and its value is something that might surprise you. To understand why, we first need to look at the history and design of this iconic coin. In 1994, the United States Mint issued this 1-cent coin, which continued the classic design introduced in the early 1900s. The coin features the famous portrait of Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom, strength, and independence. On the obverse side, you'll see the familiar image of Liberty facing left, with the words Liberty and the year of minting, 1994, boldly displayed. This design has been an enduring representation of American ideals for decades. On the reverse side of the coin, there's a depiction of the Union Shield, which has become a symbol of the United States' unity and strength. The shield shows 13 stripes to represent the original 13 colonies, and a banner across the top that reads, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. It's a beautiful, symbolic design that connects the past to the present, and it serves as a reminder of the nation's founding principles. However, as much as the design is a key part of this coin's appeal, its value lies in its rarity and condition. You might be surprised to learn that the 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin isn't particularly rare in terms of mintage. Millions of these coins were produced by the U.S. Mint in that year, and many are still circulating today. So, what makes this coin stand out? The secret to the Liberty 1-cent coin's value lies in its condition. Most of the coins from 1994 are heavily circulated, with wear and tear from years of handling. But for collectors, the real treasure is finding a coin in excellent or near-perfect condition, especially one that has been carefully preserved in uncirculated or mint-state condition. Coins like these are much harder to find, which is why they're so highly sought after by numismatists and collectors. Another factor that makes the 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin unique is the potential for minting errors. Occasionally, during the minting process, small imperfections can occur, such as off-center strikes, double die errors, or even die cracks. These errors can significantly increase the value of a coin, as they are seen as rare anomalies that make the coin one of a kind. So, if you have a 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin with any noticeable errors or imperfections, it could be worth far more than its face value. Now, let's get into the exciting part, the value of the 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin. While a regular, circulated 1994 penny may not be worth much more than its face value of 1 cent, a coin in mint condition, or one with a rare minting error, could be worth a whole lot more. In fact, a perfect, uncirculated 1994 Liberty 1-cent coin can fetch a price of up to $45,000, yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single coin. That's the kind of value that can make your jaw drop. While finding one of these rare coins in such excellent condition may take a bit of luck, if you happen to stumble upon one, it could turn your collection into something truly priceless. So, if you're a collector or just someone who loves to dig through old coins, don't overlook that 1994 penny you find in your pocket change. Take a closer look. If it's in pristine condition or has a rare error, it might be more valuable than you ever imagined. Second expensive coin, we're shining the spotlight on a coin that you might not think twice about, but could actually hold a hidden fortune, the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1995. This little penny may seem insignificant, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick with us to discover why this particular coin could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Let's begin by taking a quick trip back in time to 1995. The United States was in the midst of the Clinton administration, and the country was experiencing significant change. Technology was advancing rapidly, and the economy was booming. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint was busy producing 1-cent coins as part of the ongoing series of Liberty Pennies. These coins, while still a common sight today, became a part of the fabric of the nation's economic and cultural landscape during the 1990s. The Liberty 1-cent coin from 1995, like its predecessors, featured the timeless design that many of us are familiar with. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the iconic portrait of Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom and independence. The words "Liberty" and the year of minting, 1995, are also boldly displayed above her head, making it easy to identify this coin from that year. The smooth, simple design speaks to the values of the American people, and the coin itself has become an enduring symbol of the country's heritage. On the reverse side, we see the Union Shield, a design that was introduced in 2010, but also appeared on some coins from earlier years, including 1995. The shield represents the unity of the United States, with 13 stripes symbolizing the original 13 colonies and a banner above that reads, E pluribus unum, or, out of many, one. It's a beautiful, strong, and timeless design, perfectly capturing the spirit of the nation. So, why is this particular coin so important to collectors? Well, in general, pennies from the 1990s are not considered rare in terms of mintage. The U.S. Mint produced billions of them, and many of these coins are still in circulation today. But as is often the case in the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin isn't always about how many were made. It's about its condition and any unique characteristics that set it apart from the rest. The 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin, like many coins from that era, was widely circulated. Most of the coins you'll find from this year have been through the hands of countless people and have experienced the usual wear and tear that comes with daily use. But for collectors, the key to finding value lies in the condition of the coin. If you manage to find a 1995 penny that is in uncirculated or mint state condition, then you may have a rare treasure on your hands. Uncirculated coins are those that have been carefully preserved and have not been subjected to the normal circulation process. They often appear as if they were just minted, with no signs of wear or damage. This pristine condition is exactly what collectors are looking for when they seek out coins to add to their collections, but the value doesn't stop there. Another factor that makes this coin even more valuable is the possibility of minting errors. During the minting process, mistakes can happen, and these errors can turn an ordinary penny into a sought-after collector's item. Minting errors can range from things like off-center strikes, double die errors, and even die cracks. If you happen to have a 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin with one of these rare errors, you could be looking at a coin worth significantly more than its face value. Now, here's the exciting part. If you happen to own an uncirculated 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin, or if you discover one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The value of these coins can reach impressive amounts, and in some cases, a perfectly preserved or error coin can be worth as much as $40,000. Yes, you read that right, $40,000 for a single 1995 penny. While these coins are incredibly rare, finding one in top condition or with a unique minting error is a dream come true for collectors. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare pieces, it could dramatically boost the value of your coin collection. So, the next time you're sorting through your old coins or come across a 1995 penny, take a second to examine it closely. Is it in mint condition? Could it have any unique features or errors that make it stand out? It's always worth checking, as you never know what hidden gems might be waiting for you. Third rare coin, we're going to focus on a very special coin that you might not give much thought to, but could potentially be worth a small fortune, the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1975 with a D mint mark. This coin may seem like just another penny, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Stick around as we unravel why this particular coin could be one of the most valuable pennies in your collection. the year 1975 was an important year in U.S. history, marking the bicentennial celebration of the American Revolution. The country was celebrating 200 years of independence, and this time period was filled with national pride and a sense of optimism. It was during this year that the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but among them was a coin that would become highly sought after by collectors, the 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin with the D mint mark, which signifies it was minted in Denver. If you look at the design, you'll notice the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side of the coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this image of the 16th President of the United States has been a staple on the penny since 1909, and it remains one of the most recognizable images on U.S. currency. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat ears design. This reverse design is iconic, representing Lincoln's legacy and the unity of the nation. The Liberty 1-cent coin from 1975 might not seem special at first glance, but the real value lies in the condition of the coin and the specific mint mark it carries. Like many coins from the 1970s, the 1975 pennies were produced in large quantities. The majority of these coins were heavily circulated, and it's not uncommon to find them worn down, scratched, and discolored from years of use. However, what sets the 1975 D penny apart is its potential for exceptional condition and rarity. While most 1975 pennies may be worth only their face value, 1 cent, there are a select few that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins are much harder to find than you might think. Over time, pennies that have been kept in perfect condition, free from the usual signs of circulation, have become rare treasures for collectors. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint state can command a higher value, simply because they've been carefully preserved for decades, but that's not all. There's a key reason why the 1975 D penny is particularly interesting for collectors, and it has to do with a unique feature that makes some of these coins stand out from the rest. Minting errors are always a hot topic among collectors, and when it comes to the 1975 D Liberty 1-cent coin, there have been reports of rare variations with distinct minting errors. One of the most sought-after errors involves coins that were mistakenly struck with an incorrect die or have unusual marks that make them stand out. These kinds of errors can greatly increase a coin's value, especially if the error is one that is truly rare. For example, off-center strikes or double die errors are highly prized by collectors, and if you happen to find a 1975 D penny with one of these anomalies, it could potentially be worth far more than its face value. Error coins are often one-of-a-kind pieces, and their uniqueness makes them incredibly valuable to the right buyer. Whether it's a slightly off-center strike, a doubling of the image, or some other rare defect, these coins have the potential to make you a lot of money. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. A regular 1975 D penny in typical circulated condition might not be worth much more than its face value. However, a 1975 D penny in uncirculated or near mint condition can fetch a considerably higher price. And if that coin happens to have a rare minting error, well, the value can skyrocket. So, how much could a 1975 D penny really be worth? Are you ready for the big reveal? If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in exceptional condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth as much as $70,000, yes, that's right, $70,000 for a single 1975 D penny. While finding one of these rare coins in such pristine condition is no easy task, it's not impossible. Some collectors have managed to unearth these hidden gems, and when they do, they're often rewarded with a significant return on their investment. So, what's the takeaway from all this? The next time you come across a 1975 penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for any signs of minting errors or unique features that might make it stand out. If the coin is in mint or uncirculated condition, or if it has a rare error, you could be holding a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Now, we're going to be talking about a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket right now, a 1979 United States 1-cent coin. This seemingly simple penny holds an incredible story, and the best part? It could be worth far more than you might think. Stay tuned to find out just how valuable this little penny might be. The 1979 1-cent coin may seem like just another penny to the untrained eye, but for collectors, it's much more than that. First, let's take a step back and consider the historical context of this coin. The 1970s were a pivotal decade for the United States, marked by economic challenges, including high inflation, the energy crisis, and the end of the gold standard. During this time, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins to meet the needs of a growing economy. The 1979 1-cent coin was no exception, but what sets this penny apart is its rarity, design, and potential for significant value in today's market. The design of the 1979 penny is the familiar Lincoln Memorial design, which was used for most of the pennies minted from 1959 until 2008. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most revered leaders in American history. Lincoln's image on the coin is a symbol of leadership, unity, and perseverance, which has resonated with Americans for over a century. On the reverse side, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, an iconic symbol of Lincoln's legacy, located in Washington, D.C. It's a timeless design, and while it's been featured on millions of pennies over the years, some 1979 pennies are much more sought after than others. So, why does the 1979 penny hold such value? Well, the key lies in its rarity and condition. While most 1979 pennies were mass-produced and widely circulated, some have become increasingly rare, especially those that were never used in everyday transactions. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, without the wear and tear that comes from being spent, are highly prized by collectors. The most valuable of these 1979 pennies are those that were struck with minor errors or imperfections during the minting process, creating a unique characteristic that makes them stand out from the rest. Let's take a closer look at the minting process and why errors in the production of these pennies can make them so valuable. The U.S. Mint doesn't produce perfect coins every time. In fact, errors are more common than you might think. These mistakes happen due to issues in the minting process, and they can include things like double strikes, off-center prints, or even coins that have been struck on incorrect or foreign planchets, the metal discs used to create coins. For the 1979 1-cent coin, there are a few specific types of errors that are especially valuable to collectors. One of the most sought-after variations is the 1979 wide AM penny. On some 1979 pennies, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced further apart than they should be. This error occurred when the dies used to strike the coins were not properly aligned. Because of this misalignment, coins with the wide AM feature are considered a rare find and are highly valued in the collector's market. If you happen to have one of these wide AM pennies in your collection, you're holding on to a rare treasure. Another valuable feature in the 1979 penny collection is the double die error. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, causing the image to be slightly misaligned or doubled. This effect can be seen on the lettering or the features of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. These coins are often misidentified by the casual observer, but for seasoned collectors, they're worth their weight in gold. Double die errors are prized because they are unique, and the more pronounced the doubling, the higher the coin's value. Another variation that collectors watch for in the 1979 pennies is the no mint mark penny. While most pennies produced in 1979 have a mint mark indicating they were struck in either the Philadelphia or Denver Mint, some rare coins were produced without any mint mark at all. These coins are extremely difficult to find, which is why they have become such a hot commodity in the numismatic world. So, what does this mean for you? If you happen to have a 1979 penny in your collection, or if you find one while sifting through your change, it's worth taking a close look at it. Is the condition pristine? Is there a minting error that makes it stand out? If you think you found something special, it could be time to get it professionally graded. Coin grading is an essential step in determining the true value of any coin. Professional graders assign a numerical value to a coin based on its condition, with a scale ranging from 1 to 70. Coins that are graded in the 60s or higher, particularly those in perfect, uncirculated condition, are the most valuable. If your 1979 penny has been well preserved or contains an error, it could fetch a high price at auction or through private collectors. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for: how much is a 1979 1-cent coin actually worth? Well, the value can vary greatly depending on the coin's condition and any minting errors it might have. A typical 1979 penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value of 1 cent. However, if you have a rare 1979 penny with an error or in uncirculated condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Are you ready for the grand reveal? A rare 1979 penny, in excellent condition or with an error, could be worth an astonishing $70,000, yes, that's right, $70,000 for a single penny. This kind of value isn't common, but it's possible if you've got a coin in perfect condition or with a rare minting error. Whether you're just starting out in coin collecting or you've been at it for years, the 1979 penny is a coin that could significantly increase in value over time, especially if you have one of these rare, unique varieties. So, next time you're going through your old coins or checking your change, take a closer look at those 1979 pennies. It might just be worth your while, and who knows? You could be holding onto something truly valuable. Next coin, we're going to shine the spotlight on a coin that might be sitting in your collection or even in your spare change, a United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1985. Now, you might think it's just another penny, but trust me, this coin has a story and a value that you won't want to miss. By the end of this video, you might just be checking every 1985 penny you come across to see if it could be your ticket to a small fortune. Let's start by diving into the history and design of the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin. This coin, like all modern pennies, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has graced the U.S. penny since 1909 and is a true symbol of American history and pride. The obverse side of the coin shows Lincoln in profile, with the word Liberty above his head, as well as the year of minting, 1985. If you look closely, you'll notice the fine details of Lincoln's face and the strong lines of his features, reflecting the legacy of one of America's most revered presidents. On the reverse side, we see the traditional image of the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the earlier wheat ears design back in 1959. The memorial stands as a tribute to Lincoln's leadership during one of the most crucial periods in American history, the Civil War, and his dedication to preserving the Union. This design is timeless and deeply connected to the American identity, making the coin not just currency but a piece of the nation's story. Now, you may be asking, what makes the 1985 penny so special? After all, the U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies every year, and 1985 was no exception. However, the real value of this coin lies in its condition and rarity. Like many coins from the 1980s, most 1985 pennies were widely circulated. They've been passed from hand to hand, spent in stores, and used in countless transactions. This means that, typically, these coins show signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, and fading details. So, what makes the 1985 penny so valuable? It's the ones that have escaped this fate. You see, for a coin to be considered valuable to collectors, it needs to be in exceptional condition. Coins that have been well preserved and remain in mint or uncirculated condition are highly sought after because they are relatively rare. Over time, most coins that were in circulation have suffered damage from daily use. Finding a 1985 penny that looks as if it just came off the press is like finding a hidden treasure. If you happen to stumble upon an uncirculated 1985 penny, then congratulations, you're looking at a coin with the potential for a higher value, but it doesn't stop there. In the world of coin collecting, it's not just about condition. Minting errors also play a huge role in determining a coin's worth. During the minting process, mistakes can happen, and these errors can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into something extraordinary. For the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin, certain rare errors have been reported, errors that can make the coin incredibly valuable to collectors. For example, off-center strikes or double strikes are highly sought after. In these cases, the design of the coin is misaligned, making it look different from the typical penny. Other possible minting errors could include die cracks, double die errors, or even incorrect metal composition. These kinds of unique features are exactly what collectors crave. If your 1985 penny has one of these rare errors, it could significantly increase its value. Coin errors, especially those that are one-of-a-kind, are some of the most valuable and desirable pieces for collectors around the world. So, how much could your 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin be worth? Well, if you have an uncirculated coin in pristine condition, it's already worth more than its face value. But if your penny has a minting error, like an off-center strike or a double die, then you could be holding onto something truly special. The value of these coins can soar, and in some cases, it can be incredibly high. Are you ready for the big reveal? If your 1985 penny is in perfect condition, or better yet, has one of those rare minting errors, you could be looking at a coin worth as much as $50,000, yes, that's right, $50,000 for a single 1985 penny. While these coins are incredibly rare and not easy to come by, they are out there. Some lucky collectors have stumbled upon these hidden treasures and made a small fortune in the process. So, if you have a 1985 penny in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look. Even if you don't think it's anything special, a closer inspection could reveal that it's worth far more than you ever imagined. Before we wrap up, let me give you a few tips on how to spot valuable 1985 pennies. First, look for coins that are in excellent condition. The more pristine and well-preserved the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Second, keep an eye out for any signs of minting errors, like an off-center strike or double design. And finally, if you ever come across a penny that you suspect might be worth something, don't hesitate to take it to a professional coin dealer or appraiser. They can help you determine its true value and guide you on your collecting journey. Last unique coin, we have something special in store for you, a coin that's often overlooked but has the potential to be a small treasure in your collection. The United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1980, specifically the 1980 D mint mark. You might think it's just another penny, but this coin has a story, a history, and, more importantly, a value that could surprise you. Stick around as we delve into the details of why this coin could be worth much more than its face value. To understand the significance of the 1980 D penny, let's take a quick trip back in time. The 1980s were a time of economic change in the United States. The country was recovering from a period of high inflation, and there was a sense of optimism about the future. In the midst of all this, the U.S. Mint continued to produce pennies, including the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin. While the design on the coin remained familiar, the value of these pennies would not be determined until years later, when collectors began to realize just how valuable a well-preserved or error-struck 1980 penny could be. If we look at the design of the coin, it's the same classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln that has appeared on the penny since 1909. The obverse side features the profile of President Lincoln, his face etched with detail and his strong features symbolizing the nation's strength and unity. The word "Liberty" is boldly displayed above Lincoln's head, and below, you'll find the year of issue, 1980. It's a simple yet powerful design that has stood the test of time. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial. The memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, has been featured on the reverse of the penny since 1959, replacing the previous wheat ears design. The memorial stands as a tribute to Abraham Lincoln and his leadership during the Civil War, a defining moment in American history. This design connects the coin to the nation's past, making it not just a piece of currency, but a symbol of the American story. So, what makes the 1980 D penny special? The answer lies in its condition and rarity. Like most coins from the 1980s, the 1980 pennies were produced in vast quantities and circulated widely. Most of them have been through the hands of countless people, used in daily transactions, and worn down over time. However, the real value comes when you find a coin that has escaped this fate, one that has been carefully preserved and remains in mint or uncirculated condition. Coins that are well preserved are rare, especially when they come from a time like the 1980s. The wear and tear that most pennies from this era have experienced can significantly reduce their value. But if you happen to come across a 1980 penny that has been kept in excellent condition, you could be looking at a coin that's worth much more than just 1 cent. But there's another factor that can make the 1980 penny even more valuable: minting errors. Minting errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. These mistakes, which happen during the production process, can turn a common coin into something truly rare. For the 1980 penny, there have been reports of coins with off-center strikes, double dies, and other anomalies. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value, especially if the error is rare or highly sought after by collectors. For example, a double die error occurs when the design is struck more than once, creating a blurry or doubled image. This can happen on any part of the coin, from the lettering to the portrait of Lincoln himself. Similarly, an off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the die, causing the design to be misaligned. These kinds of errors are often highly prized by collectors, as they make the coin unique and stand out from the rest of the minted coins. If you're lucky enough to find a 1980 penny with one of these rare errors, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth much more than you ever imagined. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1980 penny. A typical 1980 penny in circulated condition will likely be worth its face value, just 1 cent. But the real value lies in the coins that are in excellent condition or have minting errors. A coin that has been carefully stored and remains in uncirculated condition can fetch a much higher price from collectors. And if you happen to have a 1980 penny with a rare minting error, the value could rise dramatically. So, what's the big reveal? If you're lucky enough to find an uncirculated 1980 penny or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth as much as $65,000, yes, that's right, $65,000 for a single 1980 penny. This may sound incredible, but it's true. Coins with minting errors or in exceptional condition can fetch significant amounts in the right market. While these coins are incredibly rare, they do exist, and some collectors have been fortunate enough to find them. So, if you come across a 1980 penny, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Before we wrap up, let me give you a few tips on how to spot a valuable 1980 penny. First, check the coin's condition. If it's in mint or uncirculated condition with no visible signs of wear or damage, it's worth more than a regular penny. Second, look for any signs of minting errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, and other anomalies can significantly increase the value of the coin. And finally, if you're unsure about the value of your coin, don't hesitate to take it to a professional appraiser or coin dealer who can help you assess its worth. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1980 Liberty 1 cent coin. I hope this video has opened your eyes to the potential value of this seemingly ordinary penny. You never know, you might just have a rare coin in your collection that could be worth a lot more than you thought. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our future coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Who knows, your next 1980 penny could be worth $65,000.